What's up, y'all? This is gonna be a reading for the new moon in Aquarius. It's an all signs reading, so it don't matter what your sign is. If you found this reading, I'm sure there's a message here for you. I'll just start with getting the general energy to guide the reading, and we'll go deeper from there. And the new moon in Aquarius is on Friday. We have Four of Pentacles, and on the bottom of the deck, Ace of Wands. So Four of Pentacles is a clear message of new resources are about to become available to you. And I feel like that goes real well with the Ace of Wands because it's like a brand new era, a brand new beginning that's connected to your senses of creativity, your energies around nurturement, presence in the self type shit. So I feel like there's going to be new doors opening. It could be new, I think it's a lot of energy. It's like new people coming into your life that are unlocking new pathways and options and opportunities for you, and then maybe like new spaces, like environments, locations, communities, organizations, things like that are opening up for you. And I feel like it's going to like very much kind of like pave this way for a new era, a new unlock, a new beginning. And we had the 10 of Cups. I feel like I want to start showing the cards when I read. This is the Four of Pentacles. This is Ace of Wands. And this is 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is like an ultimate wish fulfillment. I mean, the cups are about very like emotional type of energy. And so it makes me feel like you're very emotionally fulfilled through this path. I feel like it has a lot more to do than just like career or something. Like it's very emotionally connected to you and your heart space and your purpose. And I think like especially I'm getting an emphasis on like the people coming through that are helping like unlock this. It's like you have a really deep connection to these people. It's not just a work connection type shit. Let's keep going deeper. We have King of Swords in reverse. The High Priestess. Words. So this is a very clear message to me that there's a lot more guidance, a lot more helpful guidance that can be found through your intuitive senses. Yeah, the Moon in reverse, which is, I love to see the Moon card come out when I'm doing like a new moon or full moon reading. It just verifies that we're tapped into the energy as well. But so we're like swords with the King of Swords in reverse. Swords are very much about the brain and logical and rational thinking type of energy with King of Swords in reverse. And then like the emphasis of the High Priestess upright is like there's so much to be clicked into in terms of your subtler senses, especially with the Moon in reverse. It's like the Moon in reverse has a couple meanings to me right now. One, it's like so many things that you were feeling unclear about or that were blurry in some way are finding clarity and being illuminated and clarified in some sense. And also simultaneously, there's so much that is present energetically that you can't see with the physical eye. So it's not making sense to move from a purely rational brain-based mode of operating at this time because you don't have the full picture. And so you can't plot things out like, oh, because it looks like this, I need to move like this and yada yada. Like it's calling for an inward tuning in to your intuitive senses, your subtler senses, your feeling based senses, and really going towards what feels aligned with you, what feels right, even if like on a physical surface level it don't really make sense, it's not really adding up, or you don't understand the rhyme or reason behind it. I just feel like it's like trust your calling, trust your intuitive senses and guidances, because those are like what are actually tapped into the energy that is so relevant right now, that is not very like physically based yet. All right, let's keep going. The Chariot in reverse. I feel like there's so much energy coming from you trying to bust through, that's like almost carrying this energy of like impatience or eagerness, and just like go go go. Like I feel like you're starting to unlock so many inspirations and visions, and it's almost like overwhelming. I feel like these, especially these inspirations and ideas, are coming through with the new moon energy, with this new surge of energy, and it's kind of like I said, it's overwhelming, and it's like trying to like, you're so excited to see it happen. It's like, now that I have the idea, and it's not just one idea, you feel me, it's a lot of energy. So it's like, it's a lot of ideas, it's a lot of projects and inspirations, and it's like, okay, I need to make it all happen now. And I feel like there's a real emphasis on like kind of like finding some like tameness to this like overwhelming busting energy, and being able to be like, okay, like this has to happen in a certain rhythm and a certain timing that is aligned with me. And you know, like just because I have all the ideas now, like it takes time to physically execute these things, and for all the pieces of the puzzle to come together in the way that's gonna like help me and guide me to do this. And so like, while it's so exciting and like mad, you know, mad like, it's just like ferocious energy that's driving you. You have mad drive behind all this, but it's calling for some like soothing and calm energy to help make this happen at the proper pace that it's meant to, and the way that it will happen in like its highest version. Death card. Love it. This is a major transformation going on, and with every new moon, it's like things have to be released, things have to be shed, because it's making space for the new energy that's coming in, the new era. One can't happen without the other, you feel me? Like it's like space is so real. Like in order for new energy to come through, old energy has to be released. It has to like make that space for it to come through. So many people love to try to have, I mean, it's just like human nature of the brain. Like we want to feel stability. We want to feel some sense of like prediction and control. So it's like a lot of people, they want to, let's say they don't like their job, so they've decided they want to leave it, but they want to have a new job lined up before they quit their old job, so that they can have that sense of financial security and comfort. And while that's so like, that's a valid thought process, I really do believe that, and I'm just using this as an example, it applies to all energy. I feel like it's like the new energy doesn't have space to come in until that space is made. And it's a lesson in itself. It's a process of evolution that it's forcing you through, to leave your comfort zone, to say like, I'm gonna disengage with this energy simply because I know it's not the highest for me right now, and I trust that the highest will replace it. I have to trust that. And being able to let go and be in that space of in between is mad difficult and very evolutionary. It really grows you. And I feel like there's definitely a calling for this at this time. Something that I like, shout out the birth of Venus. She's my like favorite tarot reader of all time on YouTube. I just watched a reading for her, and she was talking about how this new moon could be a really powerful time, specifically to write and burn. Like if you have a letter that you want to write to someone, or like just like any energy that is like it's within you, it needs to be expressed or released in some way, but you can feel like this person isn't able to receive this, they don't have the space for it, or like for whatever reason it doesn't feel right to actually like express this energy directly to them. Or it doesn't have to be a person, it can be anything that you need to just like get out. It's very powerful to write this down and then burn and let go of that energy, and it's still with you energetically, but like I feel like there's like certain like chords or like aspects of the energy that are very actively being released through that process. And it's like a visual, it's a ritualistic type of way, a visual, physical way of seeing and feeling your intention of releasing that energy and making space for the new energy to come through. So I feel like this concept in general would be very worthwhile to consider during this new moon energy. And get, yo, I didn't mean to do that, but I feel like we could take all these cards, all the ones that came out flipped over. So yeah, let's see what all we got here. We have 6 of Cups, 3 of Swords, I'm gonna start there and keep going. So 6 of Cups, I'm getting a very nostalgic type of energy, and 3 of Swords, it tells me that there's some sort of pain in the heart space connected to this like deep nostalgic emotional energy, which is makes very sense that this is coming out around the Death card. And like what I've just been explaining, like I feel like there's an energy here. It could be a person, it could be a place, it could be a job, it could be, you know what it is that's relevant to you, but it's something about it is part of your history, is part of your comfort zone, is part of your safe space, and you have an emotional attachment to this energy. And there's also pain in the heart space around it. And I feel like this is something that's asked to be released at this time. It don't have to mean goodbye forever to this energy or nothing like that. It's more of like being able to let go of this as an attachment, and being able to trust that that which is like in the frequencies that you are moving into will continue to circulate in your life, in your energy. And like y'all are not going to have the space and the freedom for new energies to come through until this space is made. And I just feel like, yeah, let's keep going. We have 6 of Swords, the Sun in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Hermit, and 3 of Cups in reverse. Word. So with the 6 of Swords, it's like there has been some sort of like trauma or like weight that, while it has impacted you, it's asking to be acknowledged and recognized that this has not sunk your ship. Like you are still in transit, And there are ways to program this trauma and this weight to actually like serve your journey and add some momentum to it. It's asking for some sort of like intentional perspective around this energy that you consider to be trauma of yours, and taking the power with it, using all that energy that could be dragging you and programming it to be uplifting you. I don't mean to make that sound like something easy, but I'm saying consider the perspective that that is possible energetically. I feel like that goes unknown by, like, you feel me. The Sun in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. It's a lot of really, like, the Sun is the most positive energy of the tarot, and I feel like it's, especially with the Ace of Pentacles, it's really intense, like abundant type of success, undeniable successful type of energy. And it's appearing to me with this Chariot in reverse above it, where it's like there's so much accumulated energy that you can feel on some level in your energetic field, and you feel its attachment to these like really bright ideas and inspirations that are busting through all at once right now. And I just feel like it's so overwhelming. There's a lot of like potential excitement here, but it's also causing some sort of anxiety, because it's like, is it really gonna happen? When's it gonna happen? How am I gonna make it happen? There's so much to plot out, and I just feel like a breath of fresh air is needed with all of this energy, and being able to be present in this excitement and finding ways to pace yourself through it, and allowing nurturement to the self in between every single step of this. Really honoring the intuitive rhythm that you feel called to, and knowing that this payoff is present. This is real energy that you are feeling and experiencing, and it will happen, but it needs to happen in its own time. And I don't know, the way they're coming out in the reverse is just like, it's an energy of patience underlying it all. And also with the Hermit, and in this deck is represented with the octopus energy, which just feels like there's a real check-in that needs to happen at this time with your energetic boundaries. And it just feels like, especially with all this excitement and all these, like, I feel like there's a lot of new people and communities and stuff like this coming into your path at this time. It could be easy to get in a space of like good intentioned but messy boundaries with people and these ideas as well. It's asking for a lot of care. It's asking for a lot of like deep awareness, because it's just like, because the energy is so bussin', it's so easy to get caught up in and like rush things or force things, or like, this is reminding me of the octopus card in the spirit animal deck, where it's like the octopus energy feels like to be close is to just like share all and relentlessly and everything. And I feel like that's this energy, is it's like you have so much incoming surges of like energy coming in that it's like you don't know where to put it all, you don't know what to do with it all, and you just want to share and connect and make shit happen. And you know, it's like going into like OD, like hyperdrive, like yeah, overdose of this energy. And it's asking for some like soothing, some calm to come with it, and checking yourself and knowing that to share relentlessly isn't just to be close, it's being able to share where it feels in alignment with your boundaries and how you want to show up in the world, who you want to be, and like it just feels like if you allow this to just like share relentlessly, it's gonna burn out. It's not gonna be able to sustain the path that it needs in order for this all to actually come to life in the physical realm. So this is just a huge heads up of like, this energy's busting. Like, take your time with it, calm yourself with it, find your own ways to express an outlet, and write your ideas down, and use this energy to like work through them within the self and for yourself before you like bring it to the table with other people. And just like, you feel me? Three of Cups in reverse, and then we got the Justice card. I feel like the Three of Cups is a card of like, there's a major celebration available and potential to you. I feel like all these like super like these cards of like where you're in a space of like deep celebration and reward, and like being able to see like undeniably like, I was successful in this pursuit. Like, I've seen the physical payoff. These are all coming out in the reverse. And the way it's coming up for me is it's like, there's so much here that's to look forward to, and it's so real and you can already feel it. But consider that there's more to this path than the end results, than the payoff, the celebration. Like, there is so much juice within this journey, and it's really asking for you to be in the present moment with this and find your own miniature celebrations energetically with every step of this road, because it feels like you would be surprised like to get to the end of the road and receive the reward and like all the success, and be like, I feel like there's still this feeling of like, I thought it would fill my cup more, or like, it's like you're already starting to plot the next thing. It's like, how do I, like, it's cliche to say, but it is about the journey just as much as it is about the end result and the success that you think you want so bad. Like, it's like you're in this state of like, if only I could get that, whether it's money or fame or specific connections, or like, there's these things that you're visualizing that you're like, yo, I can't wait to get to that. Like, it's gonna be everything, and it will be so much. But it's like, ultimately those things aren't as fulfilling unless you clicked into this space of self that you are able to access through this journey most of all. I don't know if I said that in a like really understandable way, but I think you feel me. And then with Justice, this feels like such a grounded, patient, regal energy. And it tells me that, like, I feel like this is also energetically well deserved of you. And I think that's also why there's so much eagerness behind this energy, is because like, you've had these visions of self in some ways for a long time, and you've known like your capabilities and your like the fact that you do deserve this path. You do deserve your highest path. And it feels like something about just like pulling your energy inward and kind of sitting back into it in a very grounded way, and knowing, like, this knowingness is more powerful than any chasing you could do, any type of trying to control a situation you could do. I really feel like harnessing, that's the word that's like jumping right now. Harnessing your power inward, using it as a magnet is like bussing right now. That's your main power source at this time. So I feel like really focusing that. Make the time for meditation. I know that you're seeing the physical steps, and it's like, now that I finally see it, I'm so excited to just get it done. But like, don't underestimate how also this inward harnessing and time for like nurturement of the self and creating that space energetically is just as important to bringing this to physical life as the physical moves and actions that you are taking. It's gonna take both. So just like keep that in check, keep that in your awareness. I'm gonna go in with the Priestess of Light Oracle card to get a concluding energy. What is the concluding energy for the new moon and Aquarius collective reading? Shamanic journey, purpose, attunement, vision quest. Yo, it's a lot standing out to me on this card. We got the moon in the backdrop that is symbolizing to me this like, well, first of all, the moon energy, which is what is helping facilitate all of this, as the energies, like, I don't know how it all works, but you feel me. And then it's also representing I'm dead, representing the intuitive power behind this, the subtler senses, the tap into the moon and our angels and our, you know, all the energies beyond what we can see and perceive with the physical eye. Like, this is just as important to listen to as the physical energy that we are experiencing and seeing as well. And to me, like, the horse that she's riding is very representative of this like earth grounding, physical motion forward type of energies. Like, there's a lot of momentum here, there's a lot of strength behind this, and it's like the collaboration of the physical and the spiritual that are bringing all of this to life, and being able to nurture both sides of that. Purpose, attunement, vision quest. I feel like the biggest thing coming through with this new moon is like a new vision, and it's so clear and it's so tangible, and it's like it's just like evoking such bussin' excitement, because it's like I can finally see it. It's like you've had this vision of sorts for a long time, but it's like it still felt far away, or you didn't see the clear next steps, or like, you know, there was still so much that was unclear around it, and it was like kind of this surrender to like not being able to take full motion with it. And it feels like a huge blessing that like these next clear steps of the vision are opening up, and it's like not only can you see the next steps, but you can see the end of it too. What you think is the end of it, the end is probably like what you can't even imagine, but it's like, you feel me, you're seeing so much more of the vision. And I feel like it feels so in alignment with your sense of purpose and sense of self, and that's how you know it's because it makes you feel so excited, and it feels so integral to you and who you want to be and how you want to show up. And it's just like, recognize that this energy is real and it's leading you and it's happening. The time is now, like the unlock is now. And so yeah, have awareness around this all, be present with your excitement, and also pace yourself through it. Follow your internal rhythm, and you definitely got this. Like, it's on lock for sure. All right, that's what I got for y'all. If these messages resonate with you, please like, comment, subscribe. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can shoot me an email. My email's in the description down below. Namaste. The divine in me bows to the divine in you.